Evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Saudi Arabia. Hang on a minute, we've got some feedback coming from somewhere. Excuse me. Yes, welcome to Saudi Arabia and what can we say? Some people like it, some people love it, some people hate it, but an iconic track in Jeddah. Season 12, Round 3, DRS Drivers' Championship. And we are live in the pits. Looking down, waiting for our one-shot qualifier and 50 laps. Our form guide makes DRS Swanton your race favourite. Season 1, he had it first. Season 6, DNF. Season 8, 4th. Season 10, he was 2nd. Anyway, we're on board with wherever it may go. It's when it's going to stop. We are on board with Senna. Currently P2, just behind. It's P1 now. Brought him some luck. DRS Syme is in P2 with Smuggett swapping positions up to P2 for the time being. Mr. Pickle, who's a reserving pro for the Mercedes team. But Senna is in P1. Syme, Mr. Pickle, Smuggett, Jax Daniels, Al Newt, Lord Coleman. So we've had Jax Daniels 2 race wins to his credit. But it's DRS Syme at Sim. Sorry, it keeps saying Syme. Sim was in P1. Senna's back up to P1. Syme P2. Smuggett P3. Jax Daniels up to P4. I'll get the old map on. Everybody on the softs. Senna just coming out of 6 to 2. Cash App Racing Bull has now been taken by Jax Daniels. Jax Daniels is in provisional P1. Provisional pole. Senna back up there. Pedal to the metal. We're on that final bend. And has he got it? Yeah, just Senna. Oh, wow. What's that? 28.837. 28.845 was it? There wasn't much in it and all that. But there you go. DRS Senna is your pole sitter. Alongside him is Jax Daniels, but it's a 128.837 against a 128.842. 5 thousandths of a second. Wow, so close. Syme with a P3 alongside the Sloth on row 2. Then we've got Mr. Pickle, Smuggett in row 3, Al Newt and DRS Cole in row 4. Lord Coleman and Lake Bloom at row 5 with Alex Pixie Project tie row 6. Central Finley and Rouge Nico in row 7. Well, never got a chance to have a look. See who's on row 8 then. It was a bit slow. But let's get down to grips and get comfortable and get ready for tonight's race. It is a night race. You can see dark skies, but it will be clear. There isn't, according to the weather forecast, no rain planned. Absolute lap record is actually held by HHD Jaden with a 128.656 on F123 in season 8, and your Pro-Am record holder is Saintsy 129.141 on F123 season 6. I say driver form guide makes DRS Swanson your race favourite, but I didn't see him on the grid there, so bear with. Season 1 he was first, season 6 DNF, season 8 4th, and season 10 2nd. Safety got 80% chance of a safety car, and sunny, well not sunny, clear, warm night predicted. In the DRS Drivers' Championship, Season 12, Jax Daniels leads with 52 points from Joker on 30, alongside DRS Swanton also on 30, Senna on 18, King Kong on 16, Syme on 14, Al Newt 12, The Sloth 10, Skippy 9, 50 Gen 8, Rouge Nico 2, Easy Life 2, Project Tie 1, and Central Finley 1. Alex Pixie also on well. Lord Coleman, Lake Bloomer, Smudgett, Blobby Butler, Sainsbury and Lord Coleman all yet to score. And your team championships, McLaren lead on 73 from Haas on 57, just a point behind is Aston Martin on 56. Then a 7-point gap to Red Bull on 49, Alpine on 40, Ferrari 35, Racing Bulls 34, Williams on 28. Then we've got the, bear with me a moment, Mercedes on 16 points and Sauber's 11. Your Pro Championships, Jack Daniels on 52, from Joker on 30 with DRS Swanton also on 30, Senna 20, Al Newt 18, King Kong 16, Syme 16, the Sloth 14, DRS Colin 4 and DRS Smugget 1. And in your Pro-Ams, 50 Gent is in the lead on 43 points with Skippy on 38. Project Ty 23, Alex Pixie 19, Rouge Nico 18, Easy Light 15, Centra Finley is on 12. Also on 12 is a Blobby Butler. Late Bloomer on 10, Lord Coleman on 4 and Saintsy yet to score. So anyway, here we go on our formation lap. And it's 50 laps of your Jeddah circuit. I'll look, see what tyres people have chosen. But there's Senate, your pole stator on mediums in the Cash App. Then we've got Jack Daniels in the McLaren. Our mini match just changed. Jack Daniels is on the mediums. Syme, he's on the hards in the Ferrari in P3. The Sloth in the Haas in P4 on the mediums. So is Mr. Pickle in Mercedes in P5. P6 Sauber's DRS Smugget on mediums. P7 Al Newt in the Aston Martin on mediums. DRS Colin in the Williams on mediums. Also Lord Coleman in the Mercedes on mediums, and Late Bloomer mediums in P10. Alex Pixie on medium P11. Project Ty on the softs in P12 in the McLaren. P13 in the Cash App is Central Finley on mediums. Rouge Nico P14 in the Williams on medium. Skippy P15 on mediums. 50 Gent P16 on the mediums in the Haas. Blobby Butler on mediums. P17 in the Alpine and Easy Life P18 in the Red Bull also on the mediums. So here we go. And I am not. Yes, I am. I thought I hadn't put my live streaming back on, but I have, thankfully. Genty F1, good evening. Just have to glance over at my phone there. So you're in the chat. Hope you're well. Genty F1. So they're all lining up ready for your race start. 50 laps of this Jeddah circuit. Coleman in Merck. And we will go on board with the pole sitter Senna as the red lights will be coming on right this minute. 3, 4, 5 red lights. And 50 Gent, when we look at Easy Life, they're holding them a long time, but there's a few people with penalties. We did hold them for a while, but Senna makes it to turn 1 in the lead. Jack Daniels in the McLaren alongside him in P2 to go underneath the bridge and race down to turn 3. It's Syme in P3 with the Sloth. Ooh, had to put his brakes on pretty quick, did the Sloth in the Haas. Mr. Pickle in P5 in the Mercedes. We've got Smugget in P6, Al Newt P7, DRS Colin Project Ty, and say 50 Gent, Easy Life and Blobby Butler, all with drive-throughs for a. It was a long hold. It was a long hold by the starter, but Senna is your race leader. Going back onto your proper camera angle, and Jack Daniels sticking with the Cash App Racing Bull. Syme is in P with Sloth and Mr. Pickle, top 5. just coming at the end of sector 2, and there goes Jack Daniels with the pass on Senna. Jack Daniels, race winner in round 1 and 2, takes the lead halfway around this Jeddah circuit on lap 1. But Senna, not out of it, tucks in behind the McLaren with the Ferrari of Sign in P2. Mr. Piggle up to P4 and get past the slot, but the slot comes alongside, looking down in P4. It's Mr. Piggle who holds on at the ass of the slot, sits in behind, will come down to turn 1, looking down on the Mercedes and the Ferrari. Mr. Pickle goes for the outside moves to get inside line. There's a lot of bumping and banging going on in the background. Project Ty gets past Lord Coleman for P9. So pits for 50 Gen and Easy Life. Robbie Butler yet to serve his drive-through penalty. Up to your front then, it's Jack Daniels from Senna. Syme is, I know DRS isn't up and running yet, but Syme is out of DRS already in P3. But Mr. Pickle, the Sloth, Smugkit, Al Newt, Colin, Project Tight, Will Coleman, your top 10 all in good close proximity to each other. And Bitch reconnecting to chat, must have come out of internet. But the Sloth in P5 chasing down Mr. Pickle, reserving for the Mercedes tonight. We have got a move there from Skippy on Cetra Finley for P14. Mr. Martin past the Cash App Racing Bull. 2 seconds is the gap between Syme and Senna now. It's Lord Coleman, Project Ty swapping positions for P9, and we see Rouge Nico getting past Alex Pixie for P12. Mr. Pickle up to P3, getting past DRS Syme. Mr. Pickle up to P3 already in the Mercedes. It is 2.5 seconds adrift of the leading 2. The Sloth exchanges positions with DRS Smugget for P5, chasing down DRS Syme in the Ferrari. Project Time, Lord Coleman again, swap positions. Ooh, come and cut across the front of the McLaren there, and he's holding McLaren up. A little bit of sportsmanship there from the Mercedes. Project Type now down nearly a second. Late Bloomer in the Sauber putting pressure on the McLaren for P10. With Rouge Nico, Alex Pixie, and a little bit of a gap then to Skippy, Centre Finley, and 50 Gent, Easy Life and Blobby Butler have all served their drive-throughs. Well, out in front, Jack Daniels still has Senna company on a lap 3. Sorry for going quiet there, just writing some little notes down. But Jack Daniels leads from Senna. Mr. Pickles 2.7 seconds behind, but has DRS Syme in 4th place in the Ferrari, breathing down his little neck. The Sloth is in P5 with DRS Smugkit getting chased by Al Newt. There's Colin, Lord Coleman, Late Bloomer, and Rouge Nico gets past Late Bloomer, and Al Newt and Smugkit side by side, and Al Newt picks up a pen. The track limits. Smugkit up into P6. 3 cars there were joined at the hip by the looks of it. Smugkit, Al Newt, and DRS Colin. Leading 2, still out in front. 2.8 seconds of gap to Mr. Pickle. And a nice little battle there. Al Newt, DRS Colin. And it's DRS Colin gets past. Does he? Side by side, nothing splitting the Aston Martin and the Williams at all. Smugkit leads Colin. Al Newt has to settle in behind P8 with Lord Coleman, but DRS Colin actually gets past Smugkit as well. We missed that overtake because they weren't expecting it. Colin up to P6, Smugkit, Al Newt and a Lord Coleman, and we've got a gap then to Rouge Nico and a Late Bloomer battling out for P10. Here comes the Sauber around the outside. And is that where Late Bloomer passed? Alex Pixie's passed Project Tie. Yeah, Late Bloomer has passed Ruzhniko. That's P10 for Late Bloomer. Senna with DRS gets past Jack Daniels for the lead. And 3.5 seconds now is the gap. But these two have got over Mr. Pickle with Syme. As we look at the proper camera angle, did smug it up to P7. No, he's down to P8. Alnute slides past him behind the Williams of DRS Colin. Lord Coleman's in on the action as well on this battle for P6. Ruzhniko is just inside the top 10. Late Bloomer, Alex Pixie, Project Tie, Skippy, Central Finley, 50 Gent, Easy Life, and Blobby Butler are your 18 drivers. Senado leads from Jack Daniels as Skippy gets pressed Project Tie for P13. These two out in front, well outside. Oops, sorry for yawning. Well outside DRS on P3. Mr. Pickle and Jack Daniels regains the lead. Ruzhniko with a time penalty for track limits. Let's go down and have a look at the battle for P4, where Syme leads the Sloth, and Senna, as we come off the leaders, Senna gets past Jack Daniels for the lead. Syme holding on to P4 from the Sloth. DRS Colin and Alnute smug it. Lord Coleman, Jack Daniels regains P1 as we're watching this battle for P6. The Sloth past DRS Syme, but Colin and Alnute on the outside of DRS Colin. That's Alnute up to P6. DRS Colin has a look on the inside, and we've got the Sauber smug it struggling for grip coming out of P2. And Skippy is just past Late Bloomer for P12. Alex Pixie with a penalty. And we'll jump on board again this battle for P6 with Alnute. DRS Colin with Smugit, Lord Coleman. Late Bloomer and Skippy exchange positions for P12. We'll go down to a 5-car battle for P11. That's Project Tie, followed by Late Bloomer, Skippy, Alex Pixie and Centre Finley. Sorry there, my attention was drawn to outside as I think a police car is just parked. It's not, I don't think it's parked on my front, but I'm going to have a look. He's slowed down, I'm just going to have a look through the little window, and he's parked about 4 or 5 houses up. They did have a burglary last night, so that's perhaps why. Well, I'm going to visit from Mr. Plod. But say this is a 5-car battle. McLaren of Project Tie, Skippy, Late Bloomer, Alex Pixie and Centre Finley. Senna still leads our Jack Daniels for the lead. On board with the McLaren, looking at the back of Senna's Racing Bull. Mr. Pickle still just 2.7 seconds adrift. Who's coming down that time? The Sloth. 2 seconds adrift on Mr. Pickle with Syme all over the back of the Haas. Alnute, he's got DRS Colin, Smugit and Lord Coleman for company, battling out for P6. Got Lord Coleman there in P9. Ruzhniko, Project Tie, Skippy. Look at this battle going on with Skippy in the Aston Martin, leading Alex Pixie. Late Bloomer, Centre Finley. 4-car battle then for P12. Looking down from the international paddock helicopter, we see the Aston Martin, the Ferrari, the Sauber and the Cash App Racing Bull all in shot. Just coming out of sectors 2 into sector 3, a corner or 2 ago. But Nice shot of 6 cars there, battling out, but out to Pixie in P12 now, getting past Skippy in the Aston Martin, and we've got Simon past the Sloth for P4 down your start finish straight. Let's have a look at Aston Martin then from the Kashat, Sauber and the Mercedes. Rouge, Nico, Project Sai, Alex Pixie, Skippy, Late Bloomer, Centre Finley. Wow, 2 cars side by side. And we've got 50 Gent, Easy Life coming around that final corner, followed by Blobby Butler. Don't forget these 3 out the back, 50 Gent, Easy Life and Blobby, all had a drive-through penalty for jump start at the start of the race, but got to be on their side. It was a really long hold by your starter, but Senna leads from Jack Daniels, and it's 3.5 seconds to Mr. Pickle. Another further 2 seconds to DRS Sign with the Sloth all over the back of the Ferrari. Then we're out mute. 2.9 seconds drift of the Sloth with DRS Colin. It's DRS Smugget, Lord Coleman, all battling out as Jack Daniels gets past Senna. Coming into the final corner. Let's stay on board with these because you'll see the flap open of the Kashat. Is he close enough to Jack Daniels? No, he isn't. Mr. Settling behind Mr. Pickle on his own. Then comes the Haas and the Ferrari of Syme and the Sloth. I'll mute Aston Martin, then the Kashat. Oh no, it's the Kashat, it's the Williams. DRS Colin with Smugget, Lord Coleman. Rouge Nico, 3 wide. Rouge Nico, McLaren of Project Tight drops down to P11, out to Pixie, Late Bloomer up, but Skippy gets past Late Bloomer's Jack Daniels. Your race leader gets a time penalty. Al Newt and DRS Colin battling out for P6. Held at the minute by the Aston Martin of Al Newt. So we'll go on board with DRS Colin looking down the back of the Aston Martin. This funny little chicane. The bridge coming down into sharp left hand corner and braking is at its most there. To stand on your brakes sometimes, and Senna and Jack Daniels. Daniels gone a little bit wide there, so Senna takes the advantage and leads them from to lap 10 from lap 9. And we are a fifth of the way through this race. Alex Pixie then rocking a few, and it's a yellow flag down at the bottom of the screen. It's a Ferrari, I think. Well, it wasn't Alex Pixie, I think it was, and he's got in the pits. Ooh, Alex Pixie must have damage because he's having a very, very traumatic time driving into the pits. You can see a new wing there, ready for the Ferrari. And who else is in the pits? It's Late Bloomer, also in the pits. What's Late Bloomer having done by his mechanics? New set of hard tyres and a front wing for the Sauber. I'll meet with a time penalty, second of the evening. And Jack Daniels, Al Newt, Rouge Nico, all with penalties. The Lord Coleman gets past Smugget for P9. Lord Coleman, Mercedes, and they are Smugget in the Sauber. And Smugget wins on the outside, gives him the inside. And the side by side, and that's P8 for DRS Smugget. They've just gone through sector 2 into sector 3 now. Senna leads in from Jack Daniels and come past the pit entry on lap 10, starting lap 11. And is that Jack Daniels through? Yeah, Jack Daniels through on Senna. And we've got Mr. Pickle, DRS Sign, the Sloth pass. DRS Sign has up to P4, and Al Newt gets past the Williams of DRS College. Smugget is in front of Lord Coleman, and Skippy skips past Central Finley and Project Tie, who goes in the pits. He's had enough of their 10 old softs. It looks like mediums then for Project Tie. Jack Daniels and Senna. Let's have a look at your position changes. You've got Jack Daniels leading up 1, Senna down 1, Mr. Pickle up 2, Sloth where he was, Syme down 2, Al Newton up 1, DRS Colin up 1, Dick S. Smuggett down 2, Lord Coleman as he was, up 4 is Lord Rouge, Nico and Skippy, Central Finley up 1 and 50 Cent. 50 Gent is up 3 as Project Tie picks up a 3-second penalty. Track limits. Project Tie down 2, Alex Pixie down 4, Easy Life up 2, Lake Bloomer down 7, and Blobby Butler down 1. Back on to your tyres. Everybody on mediums except for DRS Sign on the hards, and also on hards is Lake Bloomer, who's just put them on as he's been in the pits after a few little fixes, including a new wing. Side by side is the Aston Martin of Al Newt and the Williams DRS Colin. That's Al Newt up to P6, Smuggett in P8 with Lord Coleman P9, then Rouge Nico, who's got Skippy centre Finley. Here comes Skippy. That's Skippy up to P10, Rouge Nico P11, centre Finley P12, Project Tie 50 Gent, Alex Pixie. Then we've got Easy Life, Late Bloomer and a Blobby Butler. Picking up your 18 drivers. Senna leads then from Jack Daniels. Lovely line that was from Jack Daniels. Took all the corner out. Lord Coleman, the latest victim of track limits. Senna leads Jack Daniels out with Mr. Pickle 5 seconds adrift on his own, 2.5 seconds ahead of the Sloth, who's got DRS Sign for very, very close company. DRS Colin has a 2.01 advantage over Smuggett as Jack Daniels takes Senna for your lead. And Skippy holding on to P10 with Rouge Nico and Centre Finley for company. DRS Sign gets past the Sloth. That's P4 for DRS Sign and Jack Daniels and Senna swapping positions yet again. And it's Senna who leads them out on to lap 13 around at turns 1, 2 and 3. Senna leads Jack Daniels from Mr. Pickle. DRS Sign in P4 with the Sloth. Al Newt, DRS Colin, Smuggett, Lord Coleman, Rouge Nico up to P10. Skippy has to demote himself down to P11. Central Finley P12. Project Tie P13 with a hat of 50 Gen. Alex Pixie 8 seconds adrift with Easy Life 6 seconds adrift. And Alex Pixie, Late Bloomer just outside DRS on Easy Life with Blobby Butler just 10 seconds adrift in P18. There's Rouge Nico for another 3 seconds for the Williams driver. Jack Daniels and Senna though, good 5-second advantage over Mr. Pickle. Let's have a look at a nice little battle for us, and it's the battle for P10. Rouge Nico, Skippy and Centre Finley battling out for that P10. For coughing down your ear holes. I'll have to get a little drink to lubricate the old tonsils. Bear with me a moment, don't mind. And Senna back in front, Jack Daniels, but we're on board with Rouge Nico and Skippy. Has the pace to pass the Williams. Central Finley having a look on the inside in the cash app. Just ran out of track before the bend. And here comes Rouge Nico up to P10. Up to your leaders then. And it's Senna leads Jack Daniels. 5 seconds then to the Mercedes of Mr. Pickle, DRS sign, and the Sloth P's 4 and 5. Then we've got Al Newt and Colin, P6 and 7. Smugget holding off Will Coleman by 3.5 seconds. Nico, who still has Skippy and Central Finley as Alex Pixie. Trying hard, but failing to keep inside the white lines. Late Bloomer under pressure from the Red Bull of Easy Life. I think Late Bloomer pulling away from the Red Bull. Ooh, Jack Daniels hit the wall there a little bit, I think. And here comes Senna on board with Senna as he muscles past the McLaren. That's P1 yet again for Senna. Mr. Pickle signed the Sloth. 4 and 5. Al Newt, Colin, Smugget, Will Coleman. Here's Nico with Skippy. Is Skippy close enough? Yeah, he is. Skippy up to P10. Lose Nico 11 and Central Finley P12. Then we've got Project Ty in P13 with 50 Gent, Alex Pixie, Late Bloomer, Easy Life, and Blobby Butler in P18 in the Alpine. Just gone through Sector 2 into Sector 3. And Blobby is going towards the end of lap 15. He's in Sector 3 now, and this is your final corner of lap 15 for Bobby. Pedal to the metal and away he goes. Senna, 9 tenths is the gap now. That's as wide a margin as there has been, I think, all race between these two. They've been within 5-6 tenths at the most, but now it's 9 tenths the gap between both Senna and Jack Daniels. Jack Daniels not making any impression with DRS there on the cash app. Mr. Pickle, Simon Sloth, DRS Colin. Al Newt has to sit behind. But Al Longford comes alongside, and that's Al Newt up to P6. Smugget, and we've got a yellow flag. Jack Daniels is out. Something's happened there. We weren't on board watching these two, but Jack Daniels has come to grief. There he is, front tyre and wheel stuck on the top of the what we would call a car bonnet, but that's Jack Daniels and a safety car. Jack is not going to make it 3 races out of 3, and that safety car number 1. Wow, that's unfortunate for Jax. Wow. Our race changes in the blink of an eye. Jack Daniels down and out on lap 16 of 50 in season 12, round 3 here in Saudi Arabia, and the historic track of Jeddah. Wow. I'm going to take this chance to just visit the little boys' room, and I'll come back and we'll go through the ups and downs at the moment. Just bear with me, see you in a short while. Don't go away. So it looks like we have had some pit action while I have been away. Centre Finley hasn't been in the pits yet. Sam tucks himself into P4. Senna and Pickle put fresh hards on. Syme is on fresh mediums. Centre Finley on 16 lap on mediums with the Sloth in the Haas on hards. DRS Colin on fresh hards, as is Smuggett in P7 and in the Sauber. Fresh hards for Al Newton in the Aston Martin. Also hards for Lord Coleman in the Mercedes. And who's Nico? Hard Skippy on fresh mediums in the Aston Martin with Alex Pixie. Project Ty, Blake Bloomer. Gen Easy Life, Robbie Butler, and unfortunately Jack Daniels, who's DNF'd. Senna will dictate the restart. There'll be another lap at least. Wait for the Sauber on Blake Bloomer. 50 gents fast. Easy Life. And Blobby to catch up. Let's have a look at movers. Position changes then. Senna as he was. Mr. Pickle up 3. Syme is as he was as well. Up 9 is Centre Finley with the Sloth. Down 1, DRS Colin up 2. Smuggett down 1. Al Newt down 1. Will Coleman as he was. Who's Nico up 4. And Skippy up 4. Alex Pixie down 1. Pretty tight down 1. Blake Bloomer down 4. 50 gent up 1. Easy Life up 2. And Blobby Butler as he was in P17. Penalties. Al Newt on 6, Lord Coleman on 3, Ruse Nico on 6, Alex Pixie also on 6, and Project Ty on 3. So just waiting for another lap, I should think. Looking down from the night sky of your Saudi Arabia Jeddah track. Oh, Blobby's got a penalty. Difficult to do on a safety car lap. But just Blobby to catch up. Didn't see. Oh, he has, sorry. My mistake. And we're on waiting for Senna, and he's gone. Senna's gone. Mr. Pickle stays within 3/10 of the cash out. Not the best of restarts for Senna, but he is in P1 still. We go round turn 2 and 3, 4. A bit of a shock. Oh, and Al Newt's out. Al Newt's come to grief. Oh dear, that's another one out. Al Newt. We couldn't see what was what as Mr. Pickle picks up a penalty, and Al Newt joins Jack Daniels. Wow. No safety car though. As Syme gets past Mr. Pickle, Ferrari passes the Mercedes. Up to P2 for Syme, chasing down the Kasha Racing Bull off Senna. Oh, I don't know what happened to Al Newt. But that's the Aston Martin out on lap 19. So Senna leads from Syme in P2. Mr. Pickle, Centre Finley, Sloth, DRS Colin, Snugget, Lord Coleman, Uznico and Skippy are your top 10. We've got Alex Pixie in the Ferrari and the gap then to Project High. Late Bloomer, 50 Gen, Easy Light, and Robbie Butler's DRS is now enabled. It's Senna into tier 1 and 2 on lap 20. And Skippy up to P94, slight second there. Ruznikuro takes that position back. With Alex Pixie, we've got your flag. And that's Ruznico out. Ruznico is out. Where is Ruznico out? There he is. At turn 3. Wow, we're coming to grief, and that's another safety car. Oh, dear, dear, dear. Wow. 3 cars out. Williams and Aston Martin and McLaren. Jack Daniels all new. And Nico joined the list. Wow. Going so well. And 2 safety cars and 3 DNFs. 3 DNFs within a short time period. Well, will we see any pit action? I should think if there is any, it will be Centre Finley in the cash app. 19 laps old are his medium tyres, but maybe might want to keep the track position and not drop down to P15, which will happen if he does go in the pits. No, he's stopping out. Is Centre Finley keeping all the track position in the cash app, and he will join up onto the safety car now. Could be just a lap one lap safety car this, but no, Blobby's in the pits. Doesn't like them hards that he's put on, so he's going to exchange them. For a fresh set of hards, and they should see him, I think, to the end. But don't blame Bobby for going in the pits. We'll have to wait for him to catch up, and by that time these hards should be bedded in. So we're just waiting now for Bobby Butler to catch up to the rest of the pack. Should get confirmation that that safe car will be going in. Is it going in? No, it isn't. Out for another lap. And I don't know why. Robbie had caught up. For another little drink for myself. We have another lap on the safety car. Pardon me. So we have 4 cars on the mediums. That's Simon, Centre Finley, Skippy and Alex Pixie, and then the rest: Senna, Mr. Pickle, the Sloth, DRS Colin, DRS Smudgate, Lord Coleman, Project Tie, Late Bloomer, 50 Gently Life and Blobby Butler, all on the hards. I'm just going to stretch out. Am I sitting comfortably? Yes, I am. There is confirmation that your safety car is in this lap. So we will jump on board with Mr. Senna. If you look to the middle of the screen at the bottom, you will see the big 3. That is what gear is in. Drops it down to second gear. And then to the right of that is his speedometer, which tells you how many miles per hour Senna is doing. And we will see when he goes, and he's gone, and he has caught Simon out a little bit. Not much, but a little bit. Mr. Pickle all over the back of Simon. Tucked in P3, Centre Finley in P4, Slot, DRS Colin and DRS Smudgate, 6 and 7, Lord Coleman, Skippy, Alex Pixie, Project Tie, Great Mover, 50 Gent with the Haas, and Easy Life, Blobby Butler. Keeping with the Red Bull of Easy Life. Back to your leader, Senna. As a nice, Simon went a little bit wide there. At the back of the top 5. Senna leads from DRS Simon, Mr. Pickle to Centre Finley, the Sloth. And on board with the Mercedes, look, in P3 at Mr. Pickle. Trying to regain P2 from the Ferrari on DRS side. Centre Finley though, having a little look. I mean, it's the Sloth having a little look on Centre Finley. That's the Sloth up to P4 to the Haas. Centre Finley down to P5. Then we've got DRS Colin with DRS Smudgate fighting it out for that P6 with Lord Coleman. And a sneaky look as well, the Aston Martin of Skippy. Looking at the outside of the Mercedes. There it comes, the Mercedes goes to the inside. That's quite a good move, that is from the car. Oh, we've got him. Oh no. That's Smudgate and Skippy down to P14 and 15, but that was a lovely move from Lord Coleman. Can't see that was any blame for a virtual safety car, but a lovely move from Lord Coleman on the inside of your last turn into the start-finish straight. And then we have Mr. Smudgate and Skippy coming to grief in the wall, and it's fresh mediums for Smudgate and Skippy rolling into the pits now, and it's a new front wing for the Aston Martin and a new set of hards. And I think it is a full safety car. Yes, it is. Another safety car for this evening's race. Will Centre Finley up pit this lap? All will be revealed. 23 lap all mediums. So position changes as they were is Senna. Then the sign up 1, Mr. Pickle up 2, Skippy with a drive-through. Mr. Pickle up 2, Sloth as he was. Then Centre Finley, Colin up 3, Lord Coleman up 3, Alex Pixie up 4. Project Tie at 4, Blake Bloomer up 1. Up 6 is 50 Gen, Easy Life up 7, Blogger up 5. Spencer Finley now pits, and the Cash App has relieved itself of those mediums. Onto the hards is Spencer Finley. Smugget down 8, and there's some mediums. Smugget Skippy in P15. Excuse me. Smugget has put softs on, as he needs to get through the pack. I've perhaps done the same as DRS Smugget, put the softs on. He will restart in P15, and he has got quite a few cars to pass. So 50% of your race is done and dusted. That's gone pretty quick, and we've even had 3 safety cars. Another lap then under the safety car. So we'll then restart yet another lap after the safety car. So I see that DRS did the King of Leagues on Friday. Some fast guys in that King of Leagues. I mean, the team that I invented in the King of Leagues, we think we've got aliens, but they were 3-4 seconds off the pace of some of the drivers. Unbelievable how they can be that quick on the game. I should think the safety car will be in this lap. And Senna will be restarting. Fine in P2, Mr. Pickle P3. Safety car in this lap. So we will go on board yet again with your race leader, who will dictate the restart, and that is a Senna in the Cash App Racing Bull. There goes the safety car on the right hand side of the screen into the pits. Now Senna could start at any time. And he's gone. Simon does not get caught. Sticks with the Cash App. So does Mr. Pickle, the Sloth. Gained a little bit of time there as Alex Pixie predict side by side around turn 2. Ooh, contact. McLaren and the Ferrari make contact, but nothing too dramatic. Smugget to them soft tyres of the Smugget. Already see him up 2 places. got past centre Finley and Skippy. But, another one. There's another car choked off the lift for Smugget, up to P12. Now we need to bridge that second gap to the Red Bull RB's life with P11. But Simon's Ferrari keeping with the cash out of Senna. And them two just coming out of DRS of Mr. Pickle in P3, but I don't think it'll be long before the Ferrari is alongside the cash out Racing Bull. And as I say that, Senna just turns the switch a little bit and pulls a couple of tenths. The Ferrari, Mr. Pickle with the Sloth and DRS Colin, Lord Coleman, Alex Pixie, in the Ferrari with Project Ty, McLaren, Blake Bloom in the Sauber with 50 Gent, Easy Life. Under pressure now from Smugget. This is the fastest lap for DRS Sign, 1:32.985. Let's have a look, see how Mr. Smugget goes on. That's 1:35.6. This will be the lap where we'll get a true reading of them softs. Already up to P12 from the restart position, P15. But who's that going in the pits? That is Skippy coming out of the pits. Done his drive through Skippy. Then the lead then from DRS Sign, who's coming alongside. No, not quite close enough for the move. Mr. Pickle has dropped out of DRS on the front two with a Sloth. DRS Colin, Lord Coleman, Alex Pixie, and the gap then to Project Ty, Late Bloomer, 50 Gen, top 10. We've got Easy Life, Smugget. As DRS Sign takes the lead from Senna. And Smugget takes P11 from Easy Life. The man on the mission is our Smugget, and I want to have a look at his lap time at the end of this lap to see what is happening with the soft tyres of Senna, who gains top spot from DRS Sign. They come round the final corner. Here comes the Sauber of Smugget all over the back of 50 Gent. Sign back in front of Senna. DRS Sign picks up a penalty. Here comes Smugget then on the inside of turn 1. Passes 50 Gent and Blowy Butler up to P13. Passes a centre Finley. Mr. Piccolo has gained a little bit of pace on that lap. Bridges the gap on the two drivers in front, Senna and DRS Sign. Because he was over a second behind, but cut that in half. As Blobby picks up his second penalty of the evening. We'll go on board with Smugget in a minute as he's teasing up a move on a Late Bloomer. Let's go down to the two Saubers. Late Bloomer on the hards, 19 lap old hards. Smugget on 4 lap old softs. Two Saubers then. Start of sector 2. And there goes Smugget on the outside. And that is Smugget, is it? Yeah, up to P9. Mr. Pickle 1:32.4 is your new fastest lap, and there is going to be a 3-way. Smugget 2 tenths up on his fastest time, but we'll have to go on board with the front 3. Just 3 tenths separating them. DRS Sign, Senna and Mr. Pickle. Sloth isn't far behind in P4 with DRS Colin and Lord Coleman for company. Then we've got a 2-second gap then to Alex Pixie as Blobby Butler and Centre Finley swapping positions for P13. We'll just go down and have a look at that little battle. Alpine versus Cash App. Project Ty with a pen. Multiple warnings for Project Ty. Get though. catching up to the back of Project Tie. But we'll go 2 race leaders. DRS Sign, Senna and Mr. Pickle. The top 3 with the Haas of the Sloth. DRS Colin and Lord Coleman. So 6 drivers inside. DRS is one of them is in the lead, and it's Sign and Senna. Senna's got the outside line here, and that's Senna back up to the lead. DRS Sign in P2 with the Mercedes on top. Mr. Pickle in P3, the Sloth. DRS Colin, Lord Coleman, and Alex Pixie, a little bit of drift in P7. Senna with the fastest lap, 1:32.3. Here comes Smugget on the McLaren of Project Tie. He hasn't half-sided his way through the pack. Smugget 6 lap older at softs, already up to P8, sorry, from P15 up to your leaders, where 14 lap old hard tyres lead. 14 lap old hard tyres of Mr. Pickle now. He's just got to pass DRS Sign. And here comes the Haas of the Sloth. Just tucks in behind the Ferrari. And we've got the Williams of DRS Colin as well. Trying to get through Central Finley with a penalty. I think that's his first of the evening. In P8, got to be one of the fastest men on track at the moment, but Senna leads. And Mercedes of Mr. Pickle well out of DRS now on the cash app. So these 4 cars battling it out for P2. Mr. Pickle, DRS Sign, Sloth and Colin. DRS Colin, I should say. Senna with the fastest lap. Nobody old enough, nobody close enough for an overtake. Let's have a look, see if 50 Gent can do anything on late bloomer. Unfortunately not, and that'll be it for overtakes, I should think. Senna and Mr. Pickle, 2 seconds separate them. With Sign, Sloth and DRS Colin battling out for this lucrative P2. Side by side, Mercedes tucks in with the Haas and the Williams very, very close. Oh! Sorry for coughing again. Very, very sore throat this last couple of weeks. And there is the Sloth and Mr. Pickle and Sign. Mr. Pickle up to P2 now, drops DRS Sign down to P3. Side by side, Mercedes and the Ferrari. That's Sign back up to P2. And the Haas of the Sloth having a look on the outside of the Mercedes, but is he going to go for it? He didn't give up on it, did he? This 50 Gent gets past a late bloomer to be in the top 10. Oh, DRS Colin's down. What's happened to DRS Colin? That's another safety car. There he is. Stricken DRS Colin out, and that is safety car number 4. Both Williams is out. We're in P8. Mercedes have got a good chance now to getting past the Williams. They've still got 2 cars on track, both in the top 5. Will we see any pit action? I would say we could. I have to take my point off a minute because Ears are itching. I think you can still hear me, can't you? Senna is leading them around lap 33 on the safety car. Will we see any cars in the pits? I see the mediums. We'll see it now to the end of the race, I'm sure. But Senna stays out. Slide. Snapple medium is going in. What could we see Sam putting on? Mr. Pickle and the Sloth stay out, so does Lord Coleman. But Alex Pixie's in. Time to put soft on. Alex Pixie has put softs on. Okay, has put a fresh set of softs on. It's going to be hectic now. It's fresh medium project tie. 16 laps remaining. Interesting. Interesting. Let's have a little drink. We'll have a good chance to catch up now as well. So car number 4, Senna, Pickle, Sloth, Coleman, Mr. Gent and Lake Bloomer stay on track with hard tyres. And then we've got the other side on fresh softs, Easy Life and Central Fin stay on the hards. Like Pixie, fresh set of softs. Bobby Butler on the hards and fresh set of softs for Smudgate. We saw Smudgate come through 8 to 9 positions. And when he put the softs on, and project tight on the fresh medium, should be 10 lap on. Alright, earphones back on. Senna, Pickle on Sloth, slotting in behind the safety car. I'm sure he will be doing another lap. Front 5, 6 drivers still not any thoughts about going in the pits. Sign is looking good to me, as is Alex Pixie and Smudgate. These softs that were flying for Smudgate before this last safety car come out. The up and downers again. Position changes then. Senna as he was. Mr. Pickle up 3. The Sloth up 1. And Lord Coleman up 5. Mr. Gent up 11. Lake Bloomer as it was. I did sign or down 4. Bobby Butler up 9. Easy Life up 9. Central Finale up 3. Alex Pixie as he was. Smudgate down 6. And pretty tight down 1. Skippy is up 1. Penalties then, we've got 3 seconds for Mr. Pickle and Lord Coleman. DRS time also has 3 seconds, and Bobby Butler has 6. Central Finley has 3. Alex Pixie has 6, and Credit Time also on 6. Right, mixture of tyres though, but you're reading 6 are all on hards. We've got Sign on the softs, then another 3 drivers on hards, a couple of drivers on softs, driver on mediums, then another driver on the hards, and the safety car is in this lap. We'll go on board then with Senna, who restarts yet again. Oh, car's tucking in, ready. 50 Gent needs to close the gap on Low Coleman. Down that final corner goes Senna. And he's gone. Senna's gone. Mr. Piccolo. Slightly caught, not much so. Sloth in P3 sticks with Mercedes. And Low Coleman, the Mercedes, tucks into P4. Spencer Finley gets past Easy Life, and Easy Life 2 takes him back. These two side by side going around 2 and 3. It's the race. Red Bull holds on to P9. Alex Pixie having a look at the inside. That's a lovely move from Alex Pixie on Spencer Finley. I think there was a little bit of contact, but Snugget also gets past Spencer Finley as well. So 2 and DRS Round with a penalty. That's not going to be very good for the Ferrari drivers. Just gets past Late Bloomer, and look at Snugget there. He's a bit late on the brakes. Looks to keep hold of the car on track, but loses his position to Project Tight. Maybe he'll not be as hasty on his next move. Go around this tricky little chicane, and with a car left pretty wide there. Project Tight cuts the corner a little bit. Snugget coming up alongside McLaren, but no, not yet. So there's the McLaren. He goes on the outside of the Red Bull. Snugget looking to follow his track, but he hit the wall, he hit the crash. The McLaren did contact the wall, and they both passed the Red Bull of Easy Life. Snugget is up to P10. Got the Ferrari of Alex Pixie and Blobby as DRS is enabled. And we'll go back to your race leaders, Senna and Mr. Pickle, but Senna's gone. 2 seconds away now for the Cash Out Racing Bull, Mr. Pickle and the Sloth in P2 and 3. I've got a second and a half to Low Coleman. We've got the DRS Round, 50 Gent and a Late Bloomer for company. Second and a half then to Blobby with Snugget ready for the overtake on the Alpine, and there he goes. Wow, that's some move from Snugget. Went to the outside, cut in to the inside. Thank you very much, P8, and now he's looking at the back of his teammate, the Spencer Finley, in the cash out, looking back on Alex Pixie. Gets past Project Tight, who's dropped now down to P12 with these like P13 and Skippy P14. You have to put his brakes on. There's a Slot goes into P2 and got past Mr. Pickle, and then Syme gets past Lord Coleman. And Alex Pixie and Blobby swap positions for P9, and Blobby losing another position to Spencer Finley as well, and the Project Tight. So a bad lap for Blobby Butler down to P12. Oh, and that's Blobby Butler out. On board, we saw it all unfold. And Blobby is out on lap 37. Another safety car for us tonight. Unfortunate though for Blobby. And we have some pit action. Senna has been disqualified. Senna been disqualified for ignoring the yellow flags. Oh my word. Oh my word, this game. Don't think it deserves disqualification, but who am I? I'm just a commentator. I'm here, part-time driver. Project Tight, Late Bloomer, Mr. Pickle and Alex Pixie all in for fresh softs. But why not a time penalty for Senna? Disqualified the session for ignoring yellow flags. That's what I saw. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Anyway, rules are rules, I suppose, but I'm not a great fan of the punishment that Senna got for his actions. No, I don't think it's right, that. But as I say, who am I? And we're on lap 38 or 50. I think we could be at least another lap. Will we see any more pit action? I don't know, but the tyres are red and white on lap 38. Five safety cars. We've had 6 retirees, including your championship leader Jack Daniels. Joker's not here tonight, neither is DRS Round to take advantage. Senna would have been, but he's out. King Kong, he's out. So Syme is looking good for championship games, I should think, in the Drivers' Championships. Say your top 4 in the pros in the championship, all out of this race in one way or another. I'm going to sneeze. In the Pro-Ams, 50 Gent, Skippy and Project Ty. 50 Gent looking good. Extend his lead and the Pro-Ams. But there's a long way to go yet. There's a 5th of the race to go. We've done 4/5. I expect this to be the last lap on the safety car. Six drivers on hards, 6 drivers on softs. I know what I'd rather be sitting on. I'd rather be sitting on the softs with 10 laps remaining, particularly them softs that are on the cars in P9, 10, 11 and 12 that are just a lap old. Quick look at your movers and groovers. So up 3 is the Sloth, up 7 is Locom, the safety cars in this lap, up 12 is 50 Gent, up 11 is Easy Life. We will jump on board with the Sloth, who it's his turn now to restart the race. It's not Senna this time, because unfortunately Senna was the cause of the safety car. But no, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. It was Blobby. Senna had rules rewritten for him, I think. Anyway, the Sloth gone. Lord Coleman is not really caught out much. So he's in 3/10 of your lead at Syme though. A little bit later on the break than you're leading to. And that's him alongside the Mercedes. Syme up to P2. We will have a quick change of Philippi. And there's your tyres, hards lead, soft second, 2 hards third and 4th, then soft again with Spugget. Who's looking at the 50 Gent Haas, that's Spugget, temporary, and now finally up to P4. Gone well as Smugget tonight. Skippy has to give way to Project Ty for P10, and the Ferrari Valix Pixie as well gets past Skippy with close thing there for Mr. Pickle, Easy Life and Late Bloomer P7, 8, 9. And DRS Syme is over there. You can see Syme with an attempt on the overtake of the Haas. And the Haas tucks in behind Syme, and have a look. DRS enabled, but the Sloth can't get past the Ferrari. Here comes Smugget on in the Sauber as Easy Life loses a couple of positions to Project Tie Late Bloomer. Alex Pixie, and look at the Red Bull. And that's Ferrari at P10, he's back down to P11, Skippy in P12. Camera angle as we're on board with Syme. Look, Coleman, Smuggy, Mr. Pickle puts P6 and puts up a penalty. Joseph Mr. Pickle. Top four then battling it out for the lead. It's DRS Syme, the Ferrari with the Sloth in the Haas, Lord Coleman in the Mercedes, and the Sauber of the Smugget. Soon through the pack is Smugget, showing his true pace, and that's P3 for the Sauber. Project Tie is past the centre of Finley for P7. 4 cars there, although Kasha off centre of Finley went a bit wide. I don't think that was his own fault. Late Bloomer in P8, Project Tie P7, Mr. Pickle in P6. 50 Gen, Lord Coleman, Smugget up to P3, and we'll get DRS, as will the Sloth and Lord Coleman. Syme with a fast lap 1:32.1, and there's yellow flag. That's Late Bloomer causing the yellow flag in the Sauber, and Mr. Pickle, it's a virtual safety car. Late Bloomer. No front wing for the Sauber. Virtual safety car out on track. Easy Life also in for a new wing. It's fresh softs for Easy Life. Late Bloomer all the way down to the bottom of the pit lane. New front wing and softs for the Sauber. Back up to your race leader. It's Syme, and these guys will have to keep within a delta. There's no shooting off for anybody until that virtual safety car is ended. So the tyres are either red or blue. Seven softs and 5 hards. Who's going to come out on top? Still under virtual safety car, and DRS is enabled, and we are now back racing. Syme is your leader from the Sloth. Smuggy in P3. Caught out a little bit with the restart there with Mr. Pickle. Sorry, it isn't. It's Lord Coleman in P4. Mr. Pickle 3.5 seconds adrift in P5. As of the Sloth. Has a look at the Ferrari of DRS Syme. With these 4 getting close now. DRS Syme, Sloth, Smuggy, and Lord Coleman. Let's have a look at the battle for P6. The 50 Gen, Project Tie, the McLaren, and Alex Pixel in the Ferrari battling it out. We're down to 7 laps remaining. Centre of Finley picks up a penalty. Six drivers left on track without any penalties, as DRS Syme is away and gone. Smugly having a look at a possible move on the Sloth. We're on with the 50 Gent and Project Tie on out for P6. Haas has it at the moment, but under constant pressure from the McLaren. The Ferrari of Alex Pixie just in sight as well. We'll have to go and have a look at Smuggy. There's the McLaren moves to the outside there. Went for a move, but pulls out. But I'm sure he can move. There's 3 cars side by side, and there he goes diving on the inside. Well, not dive. A lovely control move from Project Tie. Gets past 50 Cent, and Alex Pixie is taken by 50 Cent as Mr. Pickle. The 1:31.1 is your fast lap as Alex Pixie up to P7, but 50 Cent comes back at him. Ooh, Alex Pixie and 50 Gen side by side around turn 1 and 2. Alex Pixie has the Ferrari in P7, 50 Gen in P8. So we'll go back up then to your leading 4 drivers. We have Lord Coleman in P4, looking at the back of the Sauber of Smudgate on 10 lap old softs. The Sloth under pressure from the Sauber. On board with Smudgate then, looking at the Haas in P2. Syme is gone, he's already out of DRS of the Sloth. I've noticed Mr. Smudgate has reactions like a cheater, not a cheater as in that he's got lightning reactions, as we've seen a couple of times. As Smudgate is up to P2. Lovely stuff from the Sauber, chasing now the Ferrari of Syme. Lord Coleman has also got past Sloth. Sloth quickly retakes and looks at the back of the Sauber. Is this 2 moves in 1 for the Sloth? Smudgate just puts that car in the Haas's away. But another DRS for the Haas. See Smudgate it down to P3. Lord Coleman make it 2. Nope, he won't. Mr. Pickle is catching up to his teammate, looking at the battle for P2 between the Sloth, Smudgate and Lord Coleman. Smudgate having another look at the Sloth. Now they're 2 seconds behind your race leader. Let's go down to Alex Pixie and 50 Gen. We've got a yellow flag. That's Centre Finley's out. Centre Finley's out. He's retired in the pits, I think. No, he hasn't. He hasn't. It's on turn 4. Centre Finley out on turn 4 of lap 45. Oh, that's unfortunate for the Akasha driver. Unlucky some. So that is 7 retirees of some description. Race carried on, and Mr. Pickle has got past his teammate Lord Coleman for P4. But the leaders, as you can see, your leaders, well, not the leaders, P2 and 3, the Sloth and Smudgate. Smudgate's on the inside of the Sloth. He's at the Sauber up to P2, they're side by side, and Lord Coleman's got past teammate Mr. Pickle as well, but Smudgate up to P2. Defends. There comes the Haas of the Sloth and Mr. Pickle also past Lord Coleman. He's going to have to put his brakes on pretty quick there and loses time to the Sloth. But it's DRS Syme with the lead on lap 46 of 50. Ferrari driver 2.8 seconds ahead of the Sloth as Alex Pixie picks up another penalty. Smudgate in P3, looking at the Haas with Mr. Pickle, teammate Lord Coleman 4 and 5. Project Ty is in P6. I've got a very lonely race, 5 seconds behind Lord Coleman and 2.5 seconds ahead of Alex Pixie. 50 Gent in the Haas, looking at the Ferrari. And Easy Life's Red Bull, looking at the back of the Sauber of Late Bloomer. But we have 3 cars battling out for P3. Smudgate, Mr. Pickle and the other Mercedes of Lord Coleman. Alex Pixie and 50 Gen. Smudgate having a look at the House of Sloth. We'll go down and sit on board with Smudgate as that DRS flap opens, using his battery, which is none left. Smudgate is up to P2 on a chase now to close the gap on DRS Syme. 2.5 seconds is the gap. Sloth and Mr. Pickle, Lord Coleman, 4-way battle then for P2. Project Ty 5 yards adrift, 3 seconds adrift is Alex Pixie with 50 Gent there. Company and Easy Life is trying to make the move on a Late Bloomer, but 2 front DRS Syme It's 2.6 seconds ahead of Smugget the Sloth and Mr. Pickle, with Lord Coleman a second adrift of these battling out for P2. So that's Smugget, Sloth and Mr. Pickle. On board with Mr. Pickle, the back of the house around this shitty, no it isn't shitty, it's tricky chicane. Mr. Pickle will pick up DRS on the Sloth. He'll also pick up DRS on the Sauber of Smugget. 2.5 is the gap between first and second. Alex Pixie and 50 Gent very close, going underneath the Sino Bridge, and Mr. Pickle has got past the Sloth. Smugget up to P2 for the Mercedes on a lot fresher tyres than them around him. On the chasers, Mr. Smugget has been demoted to P4, but late on the brakes sees Smugget back into P3. On the quest with 2 laps remaining to catch the time. Let's have a look at penalties and see what changes could happen. And as it is at the moment, Smugget will take the race win and the Sloth will come in P2. So Smugget needs to just keep within 6 seconds of your race leader, and he's got the race win. 50 Gent and all looking at gaining a few positions if he can keep clean. But the Sloth and Mr. DRS Smugget are looking in good shape at the moment. They can just keep within 6 seconds of DRS Simon and Mr. Pickle. So getting near to the end of lap 48. It's been a good race this last night. Quite enjoyed it. I've quite enjoyed every race so far here at DRS. But the Ferrari of DRS time has started his penultimate lap. And Smugget having a look at the Mercedes and Mr. Pickle again. The Sloth tucking in behind Smugget. That ass looking quite nippy, looking at the back of the Sauber. Mr. Pickle picks up another penalty, so that definitely is advantage. DRS Smugget and the Sloth. Coleman in P5 with Project Tie going well in P6 in the McLaren. Project Tie is your leading, no he isn't, Lord Coleman is the leading Pro-Am. Project Tie is in P2. Is it at Alex Pixie in P3 in the Pro-Ams. But say Simon on his penultimate lap, going down the stairs. Oh, Skippy's out. Skippy has DNF'd. Where has Skippy DNF'd? At the final, oh no, at the end of sector 2, where we see Skippy. I think he'll get classified. I'm sure he will get classified and will get some points, but that's Skippy out on the last lap. But Simon then just coming to the end of sector 1 on the final lap has the lead over Mr. Pickle, but Mr. Smugget will, as the Sloth picks up a penalty, so that is definitely game on for DRS Smugget. I think Sloth might jump up one place, but Smugget takes advantage of having a clean racing, I call it racing license, because he hasn't picked up any penalties. Syme just coming out of sector 2. Syme up 2, Mr. Pickle up 3, Smugget up 3, Rob Coleman up 4, Project Tie up 6, 50 Gent up 9, Alex Pixie as Smug gets past Mr. Pickle, as does the Sloth, as Syme is coming down the line now. And that's DRS Syme with the win, but that will be taken off him as DRS Smugget takes the win. And well-deserved win it was. Had to come through the pack twice with the decision to go on soft. Syme is P3, Lord Coleman P4. And a good race from Lord Coleman as well. Mr. Pickle on his season debut in P5, 50 Gent is P6. Project Tie P7. Alex Pixie, Blake Bloomer and Easy Life are your top 10 and finishers. I'm sure Skippy will get classified if DRS do run that rule. I don't know if I do. Mr. Smugget gets driver of the day on the game, and we don't make our mind up until tomorrow or the day after for our driver of the day, but I can't see any people choosing anybody else but Mr. Smugget with a I don't want him to win again now, watching that celebration. Change your celebrations, Smugget, and we'll welcome you to the win again, but I don't want to see that celebration again, I'm sorry. Fastest lap was set by Mr. Pickle, 1:31.181. There's confirmation of your race winner. DRS Smugget in the Sauber, P1 the Sloth in P2 in the Haas, P3 DRS Syme in the Ferrari, and then P4 Lord Coleman in the Mercedes, P5 and Mr. Pickle in the other Mercedes. So some good points for the Mercedes team. 50 Gent is in P6 in the Haas, P7 Project Tie in the McLaren, P8 Alex Pixie in the Ferrari, P9 for Late Bloom in the Sauber, and Easy Life in the Red Bull is your last driver to cross the line. Skippy, unfortunately, had an accident in the penultimate lap, so fingers crossed for him to be classified. But that is an exciting race we've had here with DRS Round 3, Season 12 here at Jeddah in Saudi Arabia. Quite enjoyed that race, to be fair. Anyway, let's have a look what's happening on International Paddock this week. I'm racing tomorrow in the F2, but Wednesday I'll be on comms for ERC's Managers Division at Mexico. Friday, UCR are at Miami. And then Sunday, we are with ERC Masters at Mexico. And then we are here with DRS Round 4 at Portimao in Portugal next week. Great little track is Portimao. Love to go. Saw it from the plane on the way to Tenerife a couple of years ago as we went over the Algarve. And that's it with the stream tonight. I hope you've enjoyed it. Stay safe, and I hope you've all had a good and happy Easter. I'll see you all next week at Portimao for Round 4. Until then, thanks very much. Keep safe. Bye-bye.